Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Today's battle's on the Lakeville map, and we've got usercyber4 from NWA clan. He's in the Tier 8 Czechoslovakian medium tank, the CS-52 LIS. He's bottom tier, it's a Tier 8 to Tier 10 battle, but so it's a 3-5-7 matchmaking. So with the group of mediums going down the K line, battleground is ahead at K0, so it's a bit of a brawling area. So you've got to be prepared to find the enemy there. Now there's no light tanks in the game, so that's an interesting feature. So the mediums are going to sort of act as light tanks, spotting, etc. So yeah, the faster your medium is, the better. Yeah, you'll be getting to this spot before the enemy gets there. But looks like STP1 has turned up just about the same time, and that's a Tier 10 medium tank. So a bit of a mismatch there, but he's taken a hit from it. Not managed to penetrate, have another go, but I doubt he'll go through the turret there. So just looking for allies, here we go, they've got the top of the TL1 PC, but connects, but unfortunately doesn't penetrate. Luckily the Leopard 1 that's with him has taken out the TL1, so time to see if you can catch any more targets there. He's a bit wary of the STP1, but he may well have relocated at this point. Now that tanks to their right, basically a bit hull down there, so they might be able to spot them, but it looks like yeah, the STP1 has pulled back.
I need your help.
So it's trying to convince the Charge-4 to push forward. Now, not a bad idea again, because they are on their own, and yes, the STP1 was there, but they managed as a group to take them out. So that was good work there. Alright, so the next group of tanks are up ahead, but behind the hill. Potentially that SU-130 PM can shoot at them, but he's really not far enough forward. Alright, now, so it's pulling back. Interesting. So it looks like he's trying to head to the other side of the valley to shoot at the tanks back there. And yeah, he's got the side of the Kunze-Panzer and might be able to connect there, and he does a great shot there. Very long range, just right at the edge of view range.
Enemy armor is damaged. Nice work.
Alright, so get rid of the CC1 there. So it's pretty handy. He gets spotted there, but no one in a position to return fire. The Kunze-Panzer is still ahead there, but now he's got the opportunity here to farm a bit of damage from the tanks on the hill. Unfortunately doesn't penetrate the 140, but we'll get another shot at him here. So it turns his attention to the Skoda T56, so luckily the 140 gets taken out, and the enemy is starting to decrease in number of Tier 10s, but they do have a bit of an upper hand in terms of hit points here. They're nearly 3,000 hit points in front, so Cyber decides he doesn't get spotted by that group there. Yeah, here we go. It's got the outline of the tortoise. It's probably not going to pin from this angle. There you go, it just bounces off. needs to go for the commander's hatch if you're getting the side of the tank that's not fully around. So look at the side of the Badger here, should be able to get some shots in. Unfortunately that bounces, but luckily he doesn't get spotted here. It would have been a bit difficult for him. No, he has been spotted. Now looks like the Skoda, and it's going to be interesting to penetrate from the front, but luckily the Skoda's another tier 8, so he's got a reasonable opportunity to battle with him. So he decides to take him on, and in fact as he comes over he exposes his lower front plate, and that is the end of that player. Unless the Kunze-Panzer on a small amount of hit points. Be a pixel shot if you can shoot him here. No, that misses unfortunately. So it doesn't look like he's having much of an impact on the game at this point, but he has got over 3.7k of assisted damage. But his team is in a bit of a hole, but luckily he might be able to redress that. He's got the BZ almost side on, but not quite enough, just a bit too angled to pin. And maybe lower front plate. No, just go for the tracking shot. And there's got the tortoise, and he should be able to pin. No, he doesn't. So again, angled tank, see if we can get the commander's hatch, but it's very much a pixel shot here. And he finally managed to penetrate using HE. So what he's trying to do here is decap. There's two tanks on base, and manages to penetrate the BZ. So one more shot and he's probably got the kill there. And just checks out the tanks above him. There's a Badger there still. And he's just being very careful not to get spotted here. The BZ pulls off cap and pushes forward, but unfortunately doesn't get another side shot there. So still a pretty tense situation. The tortoise, nearly side on, you might be able to pin here. No, it doesn't even seem to hit. Gets rid of the BZ, luckily, and that still leaves 2 on cap, so that'll be the tortoise. Well, was the tortoise. It looks like maybe the standard B was on cap as well, so now we can come up here and see if we can take on the Badger. And he should get a rear shot on him, but unfortunately gets spotted as he comes down. But that's exposing the Badger as well, because he's got him lit, so he pulls back just in case anyone's got a shot across the valley. Alright, now phase 1 also single shot, so he's got 2 right in front of the Badger in the phase 1. Both will take a shot to get rid of them. He's still got a platoon mate in the Iron Army across the field, and he's going to get the shot into the phase 1, which he does. And there's the Badger, so it's just tempting a shot from him. And he's going to shoot down here, which is useful, but unfortunately still doesn't pin, so he's going to have to really flank him now and get shots in from the side or the rear. So get some tracking damage, which is useful still, and he can go through the sprocket now. Should be able to get some pin, just he finally does. Keeps him locked in place, and he's just checking above him to make sure he's not exposed. Luckily that's still not the case, but that Scorpion 2 is pushing in. Can't afford to take a hit though. Now they finally redressed the imbalance in the hit points. They're now in front, and they've got a 3-tank lead. So Scorpion G goes down, and now it's got the Gorilla 15, who is on the other side of the map, so no particular challenge, or he was on the other side of the map, but now Cyber can get a shot into him. Does get lit, unfortunately doesn't connect with that shot here. Luckily the Gorilla 15 is otherwise engaged. And it does pick up a big chunk of spotting damage there. And he's got nearly 7k spotting damage. This is turning out to be an excellent game for Cyber. And he might just get the last kill here. He's spotted, but he goes straight for it, and in fact his platoon mate picks up the kill. So another little bit of spotting damage. Alright, well, it's the end of the battle. Luckily, things have played out well. Some nice results here. 3.8k of damage, 4 kills, and another 6.9k of assisted damage there. So that's a great total there, 10.7k combined. So really good for a tier 8. He's earned the Confederate Award and the Patrol Duty Medal, and what have we got here? Levis Slayers Medal. So killing 2 tanks or tank destroyers with a medium that need to be at least tier 1, one tier above you. So he's earned the Ace Tanker Mastery badge there, and his first mark of excellence. So it's a great result there. So let's have a look at the team score. Alright, 1686 base experience. And look, his whole platoon there coming in the top 3 results there, so great work from the NWA team. And as I mentioned before, 7 kills between the 3 of them, so more than half of the total. And Leopard 1 picking up 5.7k, so excellent work there, but relying on spotting from others, but definitely contributing to the team. And on the other side, we've got the Scorpion doing 4.7k. As being the standout player, and the rest of them all pretty average actually. There's only one above 3k, which is the Tortoise otherwise. Anyway, nice carry there from the NWA team. Let's have a look at the detail. 28 shots fired, 24 hits, 13 penetrations, so that's a bit unfortunate, but again, bottom tier, that's going to happen. He had to fire 1 HE shell, that's a splash damage. So he ended up having to use most of his premium ammunition there, so that's 103k on ammo, but that was his major expense there, so he made a decent profit of 84k, so getting the most use out of his tier 8 premium tank. So great game there from usercyber4. Thanks very much for signing the content, and apologies it's taking a little while to get it out here, but hopefully if you're watching this and you like it, you'll give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing so. We'll have more great content to follow. Thanks very much for watching.